family.
Man, I need to go buy more alcohol for my printer. I ran out
There we
of
go.
alcohol.
Oh, I could be a printer if you pay me in alcohol. Shit. I'd print anything you want at that point.
Well, he's been doing quite the nice 3D printing work, I'll say. He's had some pretty crazy stuff, and he's super popular at work because of it.
Yeah, I am.
Okay, well,
He uses like $3 worth of resin. I'm getting like $15.
What shop are y'all in?
Port State.
I'm in facilities.
Oh, hell yeah,
Port
facility.
State Security.
Facilities for us, it's not bad, but also there's so many facilities here. Oh dear God.
I just
We
go
have,
on
like-
boats and I'm like, hey,
Like 100.
have me give me some.
That's it.
more
Only
solid
we have
tea.
nearly 300 facilities.
We only have one 127. How many do y'all have?
Only one. 15. Like New Orleans is like one of the biggest feeder ports for like
Yeah.
oil and everything.
We have one 127, and then I think like 12 154s that are refineries. Like we have Phillips 66. There's Marathon.
They're
and-
building a massive LHG in our area. Like it's insane, and they're like trying to make it future proof against hurricanes by building, and I'm not joking, a 20-foot seawall that stretches, I think total it's 5 miles around the facility. It is huge.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it is quite insane. You see it and you're just like, oh my God.
We
Yeah, I
have a
just board
refinery
vessels.
here that won't even.
That's all I do.
We don't even have LHG facilities. We only have an LNG. And it's only one.
Oh, that's the only one. That's the only LHG we're going to have. But right now it's all LNGs and oil. 154s is really common here.
I have a lot of 105s.
I mean, yeah, that's general security, so it makes
Dude,
sense.
we have.
That was the majority of
a
my
ton
freaking
of
shit.
ferries.
Is it now?
We have like just me. We split our facilities up. Just me. I have 13 ferry facilities.
Mm.
Are you
Oh.
fully qualled already? Because I feel like you probably are.
No,
No,
I'm pretty
I'm not.
close.
I knew it.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
we
just
got
that good.
we got
We know.
somebody. We got somebody from the class that graduated before us and the class that graduated after us.
Oh, same. I have one person with me
Same.
before us, and I have two from right after.
No, I don't have anyone from right after.
I have
I
one
have-
from one and one
after
from the
the
other.
class that was after
So
us.
we have 4 people who are all pretty
and it's
new.
hilarious because she's from the same boot camp company as me.
Yeah, we have Goose and the one from the other class that was there when we were there. That's
We
it.
have-
You scout?
Yeah, Goose. Yeah, he's here.
Nice.
Hell,
They didn't,
I've only I've only seen Wickersham in passing twice.
Oh my, that's so annoying.
And have you
yeah.
even met Wickersham yet, Anthony?
Oh my god. Sorry. Goose is only a SNMST.
Okay.
Still.
What about? Do you know about Red and who's the other guy? Tegan.
Yeah.
Hodge is in MST3 now.
That's good.
I don't know anything about Redmond because nobody talks to him. Otterstedt, or not Otterstedt, shit, sorry guys. Asakina is on some giant ass boat out in the middle of nowhere.
What
Which
the
means
fuck?
He got sent to the no-no zone essentially.
Pretty much.
Dude, that man should have got kicked out. As somebody who was his roommate, he's the biggest piece of shit I've ever met in my entire life.
No.
Yeah. It's what it is. You know, the Coast Guard's desperate for manpower, so
It's the
they're gonna
worst.
be like,
He should not be in the
Oh, I
Coast
know.
Guard.
I'm not surprised they sent him to a 270 though. From the sound
Yeah.
of it, like, yeah, he got sent to a 270.
He's got to put his name back on the list at least.
Yeah,
I doubt he's going to
I
even
doubt.
be in that long.
Yeah, he's gonna
That'd
get out.
be.
There's no way
There's
he's
no
gonna
way he'd
stay
be
for
on the
another.
MST list at this point. It's closed, even
No.
though they're.
Yeah,
Or did they reopen it again since the A school got reshifted back to the what we're going through?
No,
I
I'm
think
pretty
it's
sure it's still closed.
Uh,
I have a question for y'all. So
mhm.
you cut a hole in a piece of bread, and then you crack an egg into it and cook it. What do you call it?
A French toe.
No fucking clue.
yeah. Never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, it's French toe.
Isn't that Toads in the Hole?
We always called it egg in the hole.
Yeah, I've heard Toads in the Hole. That's an
Wait, you
English
guys never heard
thing.
of French toe?
No,
French
no, I
toast?
don't.
No.
I
That's-
just
that-
assumed you were
Alright.
saying French toast.
That sounds like a bird's nest to me.
Yeah,
Except
exactly.
it-
That
Yeah,
sounds
that's
too
what it-
fancy.
Except
Also,
it's-
hi
Bird's
Max.
nest is supposed to be hash browns, but not toast.
Hello. Would you like to join us in Roll20?
Oh, that's my bad. I thought I was already on there. I'm sorry.
No, I was looking. I'm like, I don't see Mac. Let me make sure he's in the role.
Chase.
All right, we're all here. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome. You have all made it to the next game. So congrats.
Yay!
Where the hell was I this last game?
You just went straight to the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
You're dead.
That was all you need to know.
I'm sorry.
You
I
got
was
smited.
picking up a new dog.
That's fine.
And my
Jeez.
mom advanced to first class finally, so.
Oh, nice.
Fun.
Oh, I hope next year they cut the same amount of seconds as they did
Oh,
this year.
have
They
y'all
cut
seen the list?
140
It is
seconds.
yeah, 140. Like I know it's because it's
Which
only
is a
once a
massive-
year, but oh my god, that is so many.
Like
Mhm.
even my second was like if they cut 140 when I made like before he made second, he's like I would have made second like 5 years ago.
Yeah, no.
Because 140 is way more.
We have
than-
4 from my shop who made it.
So
We have one.
That's insane.
Are we playing D&D or?
Yes, but we're also
Yeah.
talking Coast Guard. Sorry, give us a sec.
We have 3, and then 2 of our
Do
first.
you guys want me to
made
give
cheap.
you like a room, or I can leave? Like,
Mm. No, you're good. Also, clearing people off the board. Sorry, the only 2 people who need to be on the board right now are going to be Chenik and our esteemed mushroom hunter,
Dr.
Leaf.
Leaf.
6 digits. Everyone else, you will be elsewhere. Do not worry.
okie dokie.
I will be training my successor.
Also, Mac, did you come up with a name?
I'm gonna take that as a no.
Just all-
A name for your manumitted slave who is now quasi a slave.
Yes. Well, I'm sorry you failed your homework assignment.
I'll just let them name themselves whatever they want.
That
Okay,
is
okay.
Such a... Okay.
It's a coward's move, but I don't care.
All right, give me a sec. I'm gonna.
You played the Hogwarts game yet, Kim?
I'm actually downloading it right now.
I downloaded it yesterday and I'm playing it today.
That's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm so excited. Also, before we start this game, sorry, should I get the Dark Arts like package or just the generic? Like, is the digital deluxe edition worth
It
it?
forced me to get the digital deluxe version.
I don't know what any of
Standard
that
version
is, 'cause
sucked.
I'm
Oh,
not
for the
playing it.
subscription, or
I don't know. So the game is like 70, but it offers you the magical legacy. Yeah,
So
they've
that's
upped their
if you-
gaming prices.
that's not the subscription. That's if you want the.
That's if you want the hippogriff.
That's if you
Ooh, I
want
wanna
like
get the
the books, and there's ways around it. You don't have to do it. I found. You can find decent methods of finding this information.
I'm worshiping.
If you did the Wizarding World link or like questionnaire too, you can link it and you get some extra stuff.
Ah,
Okay.
interesting.
Also, Kim, can you load your character onto the board? I don't see you.
Wait, okay. I'm gonna stand right in the middle of the table. Oh, it won't let me. You bastard. Hang on. Can you not touch that? Thank you. I'm on the table.
Nice.
No, I'm on the table, damn it.
No, you're not.
No!
You've been moved.
Stop moving me off the table, you shithead.
You are not on the table. Anyway, getting back into it. Last time, a quick recap of what happened. Chenek and Clip Clop went to the Temple of Tyr to get protection. Clip Clop was able to get a monthly subscription to their protection at 5 gold a month. Chenek was able to talk to the assistant there, and he will be stopping by later. Meanwhile, Leaf had gone straight to the Adventurers Guild and sent her dung beetle out to peruse around the town.
I love
Everyone else had gone to the market where they met a slaver with 3 slaves,
We fucked him
and
up.
then proceeded to follow him into a dark corner, leave him as a cripple, and kind of sort of free some slaves.
Woo!
Like kidnap
You
the
guys
You
child.
are-
failed on that second part.
That's why I said kind of, sort of.
But at this point,
One was a
Chenik
bitch.
has. Oh, all right. Yes, you kind of freed Lady Dubois. Yes, and she has gone off. The half elf. Well, you still have a young boy with the Naga now, and Clip Clop still has the old man chained up heading to the slave market.
You guys are
As you
awful.
four go to find out
I
information
know.
about the Coven of Horus.
This is just disturbing.
I mean, nah.
I mean, my character is a demon worshiper. What did you expect?
I was even trying to
Anyway.
be nice, but Lady Dubois was a bitch. Fuck her.
Dylan, makes you feel any better about me having a slave? I am going to sell him.
Hey, it's all right. He kept saying he was from. He kept telling Mason he was from Morocco, even though he's very clearly not. So end of the day, he has moral justification.
Boy.
But getting back into it, we have arrived at the Adventurers Guild. It is a 2-set building in the middle of the fortified area of town, in which there is the main building where the some of the guild leaders try to meet with people, and then the secondary shack where they keep supplies and can rent out sleeping mats for people. If you can't afford that, you can pitch a tent outside by the well. Chenik, you have just arrived here after a very, very busy day for yourself.
Busy and morally taxing.
Yes, morally taxing.
But he got a note from Dr. Leaf, from Doug,
Yes.
saying to come here. So he's here now, and he's going to look around for Dr. Leaf.
Yes. So you enter into the. You go up to the door. Don't enter quite yet. You find that it is initially locked. What do you wish to do?
Chenik will knock on the door.
All right. Give me your best knock. Yes. Very good knock. You knock on the door, and a slit opens up in the door, like one of the viewing ports, and you can see a young lady is inside as she looks at you. Oh, I see we have another adventurer who has just arrived. Please, please, sir, come on in. Oh, and you brought the little beetle back. How cute! As she opens the door and lets you inside the hallway. She beckons you, please follow me. This little beetle was from your friend here, Dr. Leaf. He arrived much earlier than you. As she invites you into the main dining area where you can see Dr. Leaf resting and one of the guildsmen's at the end of the table examining some coins.
Chenik would walk up to Dr. Leaf and present dung in his hand. Your friend, Doctor.
Thank you.
He looks about the room. What does he see? Is it regular sort of tavern vibes?
Kind of tavern vibes. Instead of chairs, it's like pillows on around this lower table that you sit on. The table has a set of gold coins and a small platter of essentially hardtack and other small provisions around it, with some fresh water even.
Chenik would look at the fresh water and ask if he could partake.
The head of the guild looks up. Oh yes, please, have a sip, good sir. I'm glad to see we have some new blood around here. It's been quite trying recently. Not many adventurers as of late. As he kind of worriedly looks over to his assistant.
Chenik takes a small earthenware cup out of his pack and takes a sip of water. I thank you for your hospitality. Why haven't there been much adventurers?
Well, there were quite a few a while ago, but unfortunately, a lot of them went much further north after hearing of a large group of people coming down from the north. They went up there, and we haven't seen them for a while. And then the other few remaining went to the no, they did not take an arrow to the knee. The other few remaining went off to try to help secure the gold mines in the area, but because we've been, fortunately, having some issues with shipments recently, and they have not returned.
Campus, are you
No.
smoking?
No, he's fine. He's fine.
Who's vaping? Who's vaping? I can hear it.
Tony's
Definitely
ripping
not me.
sick fucking clouds. Calm down, Kim.
No.
Mason knows what's up.
So is there much work left to do here then?
Oh, there is much work indeed. We have all sorts of things that definitely need to get done. We have 2 high priority ones, a matter of fact, and some other odds and end jobs that have come in from others.
I see. He turns to Dr. Leaf. Anything promising, Doctor?
What was the question?
Doctor, is there anything promising that
Any work-wise stuff you've seen,
Work-wise.
which since you've been here, Dr. Leaf, you've had time to look over some of the bounties. And what you have noticed is there is the request for adventurers to come help secure the northern mines as one of the main things. Another smaller quest of hunting for the supposed holy food source, a food able to feed nations.
Ooh, I like that
The
option.
south. There is also a couple odds and end bounties and delivery requests as well.
Okay. You have 4 options.
Okay.
Uh, just assume I told you them because I had the world's worst memory, and you all know that.
Did any catch your discerning eyes?
I want to feed the world.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems a noble undertaking.
Well, I mean, I am noble. What? I am.
Okay. Well, I suppose we should wait until
He's just looking at me like I'm dumb.
I was about
I'm
to say,
gonna
like,
you're
insert.
talking quiet into the mic, and I can't hear you.
listen to me. I think you should fix your computer angle then. How do you like that? What do you think about that?
Oh, dang.
Don't tell me to fuck off.
Um,
You fuck off.
so, Dr. Leaf, I suppose we should wait until our companions arrive, but that seems a promising task.
Do you happen to know where they are?
Last I saw, they were in the slave market,
Whoa, slavery.
unbehaving themselves.
Oh, great. Great.
The merchant, or not the merchant, the head guildmaster looks over. Oh, yes, the markets are quite a wondrous location here. There's many a good things and good prices you can find. I assure you got your fair share earlier, Mr. Sorry, what is your name?
My name is Chinnick Cherney.
Ah, well, I'm glad you and Dr. Leaf have arrived. I'm sure your compatriots in the market are finding many a good ware, and hopefully they will arrive here shortly, as soon as they're done, and they can help you out on deciding this. It's been quite some time since we've had some very helpful adventurers such as yourselves.
Yes. May I ask you a question?
Oh, of course.
The Temple of Tyr here, do they do much in the way of charity work?
Well, they they do some, but unfortunately, many of the
You do.
missionaries they've sent out recently have not returned, so they are stretched a little thin.
See.
They recently, to help with the adventurers going to secure the gold shipments, sent up quite the large group with them, and we haven't heard anything from them since.
I see. Tell me, is there a shrine of El Mater here? There was a man who was killed on the road, and I'd like to pray to El Mater to offer my respects.
I'm not sure I have anything of the such, but if you wish to have a room to pray in private, I can set up one of our smaller rooms for you for a short while.
That would be appreciated.
Yes. Please, let my assistant. Can you please lead him to one of our smaller rooms and give him a little area to pray? As she nods and then guides you down to the room down here. He beckons you inside, gives you a small pillow to sit upon, and then exits, leaving you alone to pray for a solemn moment.
And Chenik would burn some incense. He would offer a prayer, and he would pray for Tyr for protection, but pray to Il Mater, to protect this man who was maimed, and lost his life, and that he is guided in the afterlife.
Well, she leaves you to pray, and she enters back in to Dr. Leaf, where she notices Dung. She's coming over. Oh, he's so cute.
Yes, he's very cute. Dr. Leaf 6 Digits is going to pull out his Sherlock Holmes-esque pipe and put a mushroom in it and smoke it.
The merchant, or the head guildsman, Upon seeing it, I see you too partake in some of the fineries of this area. As he pulls out his own pipe, even longer than yours.
Is he Gandalf?
No, but it's a pretty long pipe, and he
Okay.
just starts lighting it up as you two have a chance to just kind of relax and have a smoke break, essentially.
Nice.
And while that is happening, we will now cut over to the slave markets. Ooh.
Ooh.
We should stay on that real quick because I'll be back in like 2 or 3 minutes.
Okay, pausing before we get to the slave markets because it'll give me time to set it up.
Right. More than 50% downloaded on Hogwarts in case anybody cares.
It's so fun
Nice,
so
nice.
far.
I can't wait to play it.
The running mechanic is a little off though.
Oh, it looks pretty funny.
So funny.
I
But
heard
how
that the
characters run, especially the sprint,
You're,
Anthony was showing me, and it's
You're doing high knees the whole time you sprint.
I also heard that the graphs kind of make people sick a little bit, so I'm gonna have to play with those probably because I had the same issue when I was like the speed, the movement.
Oh, I mean, it does look a bit awkward. So
Yeah,
it
'cause
The
might
running
just,
looks awkward, but the rest of the game you can choose performance or you can choose graphics. I chose graphics to be honest.
you probably want performance then, Cam.
yeah.
Because performance will lower the graphic standards, so you might not get sick.
That's probably smart because when I was playing Elden Ring, I had to fix the graphics because they were making me sick. Bad.
Right, and then if every characters, Metal, Mac, Anthony, and Mason, when he gets back, get your characters onto the board, and it will be over on the right side over here. And then this will be the slave Mason has with him. The old man. Well, it's
And back.
yeah. Yes. Thank you, Kim. Every day you are dumbling.
Did everybody take a bathroom break?
I mean,
My
dude,
dog already did that in the house.
that's no.
Oh,
Well, you need to
She's
start
a
training him better.
puppy. I'm working on it. It's really funny though, because I was sitting down here getting ready to play, and all I hear is water coming through one of the vents from upstairs,
Oh,
and I was like, "Oh God,
Ooh.
that's pee." It's, I had to take her outside and someone cleaned it up, but it was still really fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. I know, but it's not like a normal event. It's like a flu, like a fire, flu. It's
Oh.
basically like a
Uh,
fire.
Cat or a dog?
The dog. She's a puppy. I just got her like last week. So she's still in training.
The baby.
Anyway, Mason, can you please put your character on the right-hand side of the screen by the slave with the red dot on it? That is your slave.
That's so awful.
Give me 2 seconds.
Why do they look like that? They look like fat trolls.
No, it's a picture of a slaver and a slave. Yeah, I was trying to find images of just like a more like Middle Eastern style slave, and I just could not find anything except for that one that was like decent. So I was like, I guess that works.
Gotcha.
So that's more so why. It's not anything else. It was just kind of like, well, I guess this works.
Okay.
Okay.
Where at?
The right-hand side of the screen by the guy, the slave with the red dot on him.
Right.
Flip flop is posted up.
All right. So
He
you have
done
all.
post
Oh, sorry. What was that, Mac?
I said he done post up.
Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, you have all just arrived to the slave markets, hunting around after a little ways travel through the main city area. But you are now here, and you can see there are quite a few cages out in the sun, exposed to all the air everywhere.
Is there anywhere that appears to be a holding area for selling?
Yes, up in front of you, you can see a guard chilling by right in front of a wooden a bunch of awnings with a wood roof over them.
By that weird goblin thing?
This guy?
No. This guy.
Oh, no, that's a guy you can see a little further on. Looks like a heavier set man, perhaps one of the guys who runs the place.
See with me?
Oh my gosh, dude. Get your shit together.
What were y'all's intentions coming to the slave market?
I was just following y'all.
I originally wanted to purchase the child, but now that I have the child, I'm just here.
I'm here to find someone specific.
Here to sell slaves, so.
Alrighty. Well.
Res. How do you say that? Is it Rasutina?
That's just his Roll20 name. His character name is
Catherine.
Catherine.
Catherine, there we go. So Catherine, lead this, and then I'll just try to find somewhere to sell.
Alright. I'll come up to the guard posted on the block. Skitty cat.
He sees you approach. Stop right there. What brings you around here?
I will gesture behind me and point to the slave that is still chained, poor guy. And I don't say anything
from you.
Oh, well, shit. At that point, the guy did nothing wrong. The bitch, though, on the other hand, fuck her. Anyway.
Lord.
No, she deserves everything she gets, and I hope she dies. Anyway.
Is something that happened when I was gone? Good Lord.
Anyway, I will gesture behind me and to show this. Oh yeah, we clobbered the guy. I will gesture the slave behind me, but I won't say anything. Just gesture it.
I see you brought a slave to trade. Please come in on in. I'll show you to the head merchant as he points to the heavier set man under the wooden awning. Okay. And you can see next to him is another guard by a cage that is empty.
Okay, I will give a slight nod of a understanding. And I will approach the heavier set guy and give a slight nod as well.
He looks over, seeing this very heavily cloaked figure. Ah, what peculiar customer we have here. You looking to buy a good slave today?
In fact, we're looking to sell. And I will gesture to the person behind me.
Ah, very good, very good. He looks like... matter of fact, bring him closer. I need to check the slave's condition. As he beckons Mason, who looks like the other guy still, forward.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. Yeah, you don't look like yourself still, so I will step aside and let you do it.
Ah! Habibi, it's glad to see you again, my friend. As he smiles at you, Mason.
What's my name?
Habibi. That's what he said. He just called you Habibi.
You're taking the form of another person that we...
Yeah, you use this guy's self, so you know, like...
And hasn't worn off yet. It lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why that guy was calling me Marok.
Yes, you still look like the guy y'all beat up in the square.
Hold on. We didn't beat him up. We clobbered him.
You mugged him. I'll correct it.
I amputated his legs.
But yes, Mason, he's beckoning you forward.
Does he have on a name tag that I can read?
No, he doesn't.
I'm gonna go.
Habibi! Oh,
Hi,
I'm glad to see.
hello!
I'm glad to see you have come. I was told you were bringing more than this old man along.
I was ambushed by a group of rogues.
Rogues,
The only
you
one
say?
I was able to keep them in balance.
There are many ne'er-do-wells in the area that will steal from hardworking men like us. It is unfortunate. But at least you
Not
did
that
bring one,
hardworking.
and bring him in. Set him into the cage next door, right over here, and we will get to work examining him and negotiating a price for your work. As he points to the iron cage here next to the guard. This one.
Okay, I'll take him right over there. I don't have permissions to move him.
He's in the cage. you shoved the old man into the cage as he looks at you, his eyes pleading. Please, to a fellow Moroccan, don't do this.
Not rocking.
The merchant looks at you. Habibi, you are Moroccan. What are you talking about?
Oh boy! Oh boy!
I'm not.
I'm gonna whisper to the guard and tell him that I don't want him to think lesser of the Moroccan people.
To the guard.
To this guy, the guy I was talking to.
The merchant.
Is that the goblin dude over there? I was right next to the guard. So I was talking to the guard.
Yeah. Okay. You whisper to the guard. The guard just kind of looks at you. Just his eyebrow raised as he's like, "What? What about Moroccans?"
I go, sorry, wrong number.
Oh
I don't
my
actually say
god.
that. I meant to whisper to the merchant guy. You know who I'm going to be talking to.
The guard, a bit confused by this, just kind of shrugs as the merchant looking over starts squinting. Yes, BB, you certainly are Never mind. Just you enter and the guards check your friends for weapons. We need to make sure no one enters with any illegal arms into our little fine establishment here. As the guard next to you, Metal, looks down and holds out his hand. Please, put all your weapons under the awning, the straw awning to your left.
Okay. So Catherine will reach out and drop her daggers, her rapier, and short bow.
Okay. Please, can the rest of you do so as well? We can't have anything else entering the market here. It's
Am I allowed
dangerous
to
for the
keep my
good.
shield? I can put my spear down, but do I have to put down my shield?
Do you have to put down your shield?
Fuck.
Unfortunately, you can't have a shield in here. We had an incident not too long ago with a slave stealing a shield and trying to bash a guard's head in. You cannot bring your shield in, sir.
Damn.
Getting beat up by migrants, I see.
Damn.
Christ.
Just gonna do a little blessing on that one.
Upon hearing you say that, the guard just looks at you. That was my good friend who nearly lost his life to these fucking pathetic slaves. Do not dishonor his name.
I just tried to pick up the bag because I'm making
I
sure.
look at him, raise my eyebrow, roll my eyes, and put my shield down.
Now, you, Mr. Snake, please, any weapons you may have on you, put them over here.
Thing is a living weapon.
And I guess I'll just drop off my battle axe, my long sword, and my shield.
And then Mason, the guard also looks to you. Please, Mr. Habibi, put any weapons you have down as well. I mean, I know you're frequent here, but we still can't have any weapons.
The other guard never makes me drop my weapons. You know how often I come here.
Ooh, I need you to make a persuasion check on that one.
Give me a second. I asked all of my friends.
All right, all right.
Sorry. They said persuasion. Fucking,
Yes.
I hate MacBooks with passion.
Oh, oof.
Why did you get one?
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
mine. Macy's. Fuck.
The guard just looks at you. No, you've never entered with a weapon. Matter of fact, Habibi, you're one of the ones who asked us to put this rule in effect of no weapons.
All right.
Shit.
Whatever. I'll drop.
Put all your weapons at the table, Habibi. We can't have this being a thing.
I'll drop both my javelins, both my daggers, but not my small knife.
You're gonna try to conceal it. All right, all right. Well, for that, I need you to make a quick deception check to see if you can hide it from the guard as he comes up to look over you guys.
Can I also make one?
For
See if I can retain a dagger or something.
yes, you can.
Okay. And you wanted
Deception, because you're trying to get a item behind the guy.
That is a 15.
15. Okay, so Metal, the guard comes up, looks down at you, starts patting you down.
Okay.
You're clear. Go right on ahead. He comes up to Habibi, Habibi, what is that on your foot? As he points to a very obvious dagger hanging from your side.
Oh,
I told
sorry.
you, put all the weapons on the table.
Sorry, just got that one. Forgot about it.
It's really bad.
On the table very angrily.
And you put your dagger onto the table. He then comes up to pat down Anthony as he starts patting you down. Very awkwardly just staring at you, just like, God, this man is fucking built.
You like my muscles, eh?
Upon hearing that, he takes 5 steps back. You're good to go. Go right on ahead, sir.
That's the way to do it.
He then steps up to you, Mac, as he looks at you, seeing how big of a snake you are. It's just like, I don't even want to know. Just go right on ahead. As he allows you guys into the little slave area where the slave merchant is waiting now. As he turns, looking over to our good friend Mason. That old man seems to be of decent stock. A bit on the older side, but enough years left where we can still get some good work out of him.
He's Moroccan. You know how us Moroccans are. We work till we can't.
Yes, you do have a good reputation of that. I will give you that, indeed. Now, is there anything you might wish to buy from the market? We got some excellent slaves in recently. I can give you a very good price on them. As he points over to some cages behind him. Sorry, what was that, Mason?
You got any warriors or former warriors? They're not warriors anymore. Now they're ours.
Warriors.
Warriors.
We have a couple of ex-soldiers, but unfortunately they have already been bought, good sir.
Yeah,
Everyone else, unfortunately, is not as fancy as that, we'll just say. But we do have quite the prize, I must say, of a recent raid.
What's that?
If you follow me, I will show you as he leads you to the large tent nearby.
Cooking in D&D is not a good combination.
What was that? You're
So
coming in a bit.
Cooking in D&D is not a good combination.
Oh, you're trying to cook? Oh, dang.
Yeah, making breakfast.
Well, he leads you to a tent, and inside you can see a pretty old-looking man, but you can see there are several dozen chains around him. This, as he points to the older man, this is quite the find we had recently. Apparently, he claims to be a wizard.
Yeah, right.
Can I do a perception check to see if I see anybody from the Eye of Horus?
Yes, you can.
Does anybody have like a magic check?
An arcane check, you mean?
Arcane check? Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I got an 18.
You got a
18.
18. Oh, did you roll with advantage? Because it says you got a 7.
So I rolled.
Oh,
I rolled
I see.
twice, and the first one was the 18, and then the other one was
Gotcha.
9.
Gotcha. You look around, and Metal, you can see something with that old man.
Okay.
Chained up. Looks funky on him. Like there's the crest on one of the chains, or wrapped under one of the chains.
Okay. Can I do an arcane check on him?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that is a straight 18.
Nice. All right. So you can sense there is indeed something very magical about this old man, and a matter of fact, you're not even sure he is an old man at all.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and look at the old man and say, "Pretty unique old man indeed."
The slaver turns. Yes, he was quite the hassle to get. I was told by the pirates that it took quite some time to secure him.
Surprised he was caught at all. For this was indeed a unique situation.
Well,
We'll take him.
oh, you want to buy the old man? Well, very good. I've been wanting to get him out of here for a while now, as he has a tendency. I will warn you, Habibi, as a good friend. This old man has a tendency of bringing bad luck wherever he goes, I've seen. As a matter of fact, one guard I had watching him just the other night slipped and fell upon his own sword. This man is bad luck, I tell you, so you best be aware.
Okay.
But-
Can I tell or talk to or say to the quote unquote old man in Wallachian that I am part of my coven there?
Yes, you can. The old man, upon hearing that, just kind of looks at you. His eyes narrow a little bit as he says nothing. The slaver, though, looking over to you. That is quite the foreign tongue you have there, little miss. I'm sure it's quite a fancy trait.
Do I see if he recognizes what I'm saying at all? Or
You can kind of tell he understands what you're saying.
okay. Okay. With that, I'll give a slight nod as in like, don't you worry, chap. But I'll then turn to the big fat merchant guy and go, so how much for him?
How much? Ooh, that is indeed a good question. I had an offer not too long ago for him. They were offering 100 gold, but I might be able to cut a deal with you, perhaps.
Okay. With
You know, I'm such a regular here. I've just given you the only slave that I have left to trade. You can't do something for me?
Well, Habibi, I do indeed like you, and I need you to roll a persuasion check there.
I also rolled one, as you see,
Mm.
and Catherine will step in and say,
Hell yeah, 19.
"Oh well, he beat me up to shit."
Nice. The slaver looks at you, Habibi, and it's just like, yes. Well, you have brought me quite the plethora of slaves in the past. I could probably knock off 5 gold for you, make it 95.
Ooh.
5 gold. How much are you going to give me for the one I just brought in?
He's not that. At most, I might give you 7.
So we got 88 gold.
Let's cut it down. 85.
90.
88 it is.
Come on, brother. You got to get into the haggling spirit.
Since I also rolled pretty high, Catherine will say, can't you do 80 flat for your good friend?
I might be able to, but that old man is not going to fetch me much money. Now, if you could provide another service for me, perhaps I could.
Make it 50. You got a deal.
Holy shit.
Whoa. I'm not going to go that low on this old man. That's a little cheap. 80 and a favor.
Why don't you
80
bring
and
up his age?
80
Doesn't have
in
that
a
much longer
favor?
life.
Sorry,
Catherine will also say, well, this is also a old man.
yes, but the magical people who are magical are not the most common slaves, not the most easy captures, so they always fetch a bit of more higher price.
You
Just
don't
take the
believe
80
in
in a favor.
you don't believe in that silly superstitions, do you? You seem like a very smart, reasonable man.
I don't believe in the superstitions. Have you been around the city?
Yes, unfortunately. We've had numerous run-ins with some unpleasant folk already.
Exactly, and that is why magic is quite potent and most useful here to deal with these vagrants. Sorry, Anthony, you were saying?
Oh, nothing.
Oh.
I'm just gonna. I agree with the 80 in a favor.
May I inquire to what this favor potentially could be?
This favor
That would be
is...
the would need to do.
Well, the merchant turns towards the Naga. The favor, as a matter of fact, is something you most likely can provide, Mr. Snake.
What is it?
Well, you see, I have some slaves here that need a little discipline, and I need someone who is intimidating to properly break a couple of them. We've tried some of our usual, but these couple slaves are still so rowdy and trying to break out. They even attacked one of my guards with a shield not a month ago.
You hear me laughing in the background.
I need someone who can properly discipline, and it looks like you have the strength necessary to do so.
Gladly.
Yeah.
Most excellent. God, bring out the two that must be broken. As he points to the man to the north, and he opens up a slave pen where he pulls out two slaves in heavy iron chains with wooden stockades around their necks so they can't run, and their arms are stuck in the stockades as well. I need you to break these two so that they never want to run again. As he brings out a hammer with a nice spike on the end of it. I know you Naga have quite the ability to paralyze those with fear, or so I've heard. Can you use your ability to make these two repent?
Very well. And then I'll just take the hammer and then start beating the shit out of them.
All right, I need you, Mac, to make a intimidation check as well.
Gladly. I'm good at that skill. 22.
Ooh. So one of the slaves who was looking up and was going to spit in your face, sees the just intensity from you, and cowers back down as you hit him with the hammer, taking several teeth.
Ali.
The merchant smiles gladly. Yes, please, break these two in front of the others. A matter of fact, do whatever you do wish to them. They need to be taught a lesson. As he steps back and allowing you room to do whatever you wish to them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna beat the absolute shit out of him.
Alrighty. I need you to roll 2. We're gonna do 2. I need you to roll as if you're doing 2 unarmed strikes.
Okay.
Even though you have a hammer, you're doing 2 unarmed strikes.
Of course. Let's see here. Oh, what? Wrong button. My bad. Hold on, just a sec. Something's happening. What is happening? Okay, I fixed it.
You good? You good?
I got it. I got it. All right. Rolling 2 of these. I got a 10 and a natural 20.
Alrighty. So I need you to roll your damage on both.
All right.
So roll the regular one first, and then the nat 21.
Unarmed strikes?
Yes.
Yeah, it does 5 damage straight.
Oh, it's 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Since it's just an unarmed strike, it'll just do 5.
Alrighty. So the first one, you just hit him normally and are pretty. He gets dazed and immediately just kind of slumps. But the second one, you just take that hammer and you hit him so hard, the hammer embeds into his head, and he dies.
Oh damn.
The merchant just kind of laughs at that, chuckling, seeing what you have done as he pats you on the back. Ah, thank you, good snake friend. You seem to have put the fear of gods into all these others, which is good. They need to learn their lessons. Now, about the old man, please, all of you, step over to my desk over here and I can get you that gold. Or get you the paperwork, I should say.
I'm also just gonna drop the hammer on his desk, like still dripping and stuff.
He just kind of takes the hammer in 2 fingers, seeing that it's covered in blood, and just flicks it off the desk. Ugh. I don't want to deal with such disgusting stuff. Thank you for punishing, but I'm not a fan of blood myself.
Catherine will just smirk. What a shame.
Well. Now, Habibi, please, let's see that fat wallet you always keep on you. As he beckons to you, Mason, to break out that wallet.
All right, the 80?
Yeah,
All
80
right.
gold.
80 gold.
Alrighty. He takes the... He takes the 80 gold from you. Very, very excitedly packing it into the desk. And then hands you a set of keys. Now, these keys are for the multiple locks we had to use on that old man. It's more powerful than you think, so do be careful.
What the fuck? I subtracted 80 gold from my wallet when I had 150, and it subtracted. I now have negative 10.
Oh, because I'm minus, that's why.
Oh,
Oh.
fine.
Here, just set it back to 70 and you're good.
You got scammed. It's double purchase.
Surprise.
I ran my card twice.
Oof. I'm sorry, your subscription might expire now.
They actually both declined. We just double charged you, and you don't actually get anything. Sorry.
Okay, that was great. Sorry, my game closed for some reason.
I hate when that happens.
Yeah. There we go. So he happily takes the gold from you and hands you the key to the old man as the guard brings the old man out, passing him off to you guys.
Catherine will say in Latin again, do not fret. We are here to actually help you.
He just squints his eyes at you and looks over to the big burly man in front of him. I like the cut of you, good sir. He says, I like the cut of you.
Who's he talking to?
The big muscle guy in the whole area. As he seems to just kind of
I think that's you, Pierre.
That's
ignore
Mac, isn't
you,
it?
Metal. No, he's talking to Anthony.
That's why they couldn't hear me. I'm sorry.
He seems to be ignoring you, Metal, and instead just talking to Anthony as he seems to not give two craps.
Alright, yeah, fuck me, right?
The merchant turns to you, Habibi, and just looking over. Yes. Is there any other business or any other slaves you wish to buy while you're here, Habibi? I am certain I could find some good purchases for you.
Buy one, get one free. It's the only way. You already ran me out of all my gold for this one.
No. Unfortunately, if that is all, please stop by again and make sure, Habibi, if you can, try to avoid the thieves out there. I would like to see your stock more in full next time.
Try.
Well, thank you. As you guys are able to grab the old man in his several sets of chains and head off.
Catherine will pick up her weapons from the stand over here, and
The guard just kind of eyes you as you do, seeing you all grab your weapons, specifically noting the large shield that is being grabbed, just staring at Atreus.
Notice he stares at me, so I turn around, hold it up towards him, give him a wink, and I walk away.
Guard, upon seeing that, just kind of steps back again, a little concerned for himself as you walk away, and you guys are now free to head to the Adventurers Guild.
okay. While we are walking or going there, Catherine will ask the old man, so what is it you're named?
The old man will look over, give a little smile. I have been called many a thing in my fair time. Many indeed. But you can call me
Biggest.
Lex.
Do you say
You can call me Lex.
Lex? Okay. Catherine will show her own coven signet, and we'll somebody's still on the way. And we'll ask, you don't happen to know the local coven, do you? Pointing out that she clearly knows that, like.
I might know about them, but alas, I am chained up and cannot really do much as is, all chained up here.
Well, when I talked about releasing you earlier, you showed no interest. So I don't know if that's really what you desire at this point.
Oh, I do wish to be released, but that very strong figure over there looks quite delectable.
And then Catherine will will start to smirk and say, "I knew I liked you."
Mm-mm. Well, as that has happened, you guys are walking over to the Adventurers Guild, and you're able to get there within a pretty decent time. But and as you get there, sun's starting to slowly go down over the city. Kim and Salon, can you please get your characters onto the board?
Solving.
Solon, sorry.
The
Get your characters onto the board.
the disguise self should drop then.
Yes,
point.
it would start to wear off. So, Habibi, you no longer look like Habibi at this point.
Thank God.
Habibi.
Did the wizard man see that?
He sees as the disguise slowly fades from you. As he kind of chuckles. Of course, I'm not surprised. People as deceptive as you would be around. It does an old man good to see such
Catherine will
duplicity.
look at her. Will look at the old man. You're one to literally talk about that, aren't you?
I have no idea what you mean, young girl.
I am.
As he winks to you.
Okay. She'll respond. I am many things, but young I am not.
Kim, can you get your character onto the board, please? I don't see
He's
you.
on it. He's
Oh,
on
I
the
see. You're in the bed. You're in the bed.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought you were.
You blended in so well.
The gnome is
thank
taking up
you.
a double bed.
Yes.
It's actually mostly her beetle.
Yeah. Half the
Yeah,
bed
yeah.
is his.
Actually, 3/4.
It's just on the pillow. Just a little.
She gets a little corner of the bed.
Oh my god.
All right, but you guys, Jenik, at this
What
point,
was that?
sorry, I heard something from Anthony. Jenik, at this point, you can hear a commotion from outside after your little bit of a prayer session, and it sounds very familiar.
Jenik will take his small burner, dump the ashes, and then quickly peek out the door. I stick his head out, like, what's going on?
Outside, you can hear the commotion of what you can hear to be your friends have returned from the market. As the rest of you approach the guild building, noticing a sole man outside, just kind of chilling against a wall.
Okay. As Catherine hardly even notices that they're at their destination, she'll turn to Clip Clop and ask, "So, what is it you plan to do with this?"
Sorry, I thought there was going to be more to that.
Oh, nope.
Nope, just what do you plan to do with this?
Obviously referencing the old man. Sorry, I thought that made that clear. Like, it's the only thing new.
I don't really know yet. I feel like there's something important with him, though.
Can Catherine pull Clip Clop to the side really quick?
Yes, you can.
Okay. She will, grab on your arm, your forearm, and jerk you back really quick, and whisper in a very hushed tone, "He is something that I seek, and part of my overall mission to find the local coven
You can't kill him.
I had no desire to kill him, but to find his local coven that he is a part of.
You can do whatever you want with him, just please do not kill him.
If I
The
kill
old
anyone,
man.
it will be someone of way less importance.
The old man winks at that, looking over, winks and says a little something to the tune of, well, yes, I hope you don't kill me. I cost you a whole 80 gold, did I not? Kind of in a joking manner to Mason.
I don't like this guy.
Kill him.
And then, yeah, all right, don't like him. Death.
Okay, and then Catherine will just pretty much like stay behind everybody else. Let everybody else go in first.
Well, Mac and Anthony, please go up to the door, and you see it is closed.
Mm-hmm. So I'll knock on it.
You knock on the door. Chenik, you hear a knock on the door as the young assistant walks past you. Oh, some more adventurers has arrived.
Don't let
Most
them in.
excellent. Don't let them in.
No, they're they'll murder you. He winked.
She's very concerned about that.
Promise.
No. He winks at her. Like, they'll murder you. Be careful. Wink, wink.
Upon hearing that, she freaks out. Just like, what? They're gonna kill me! And runs back to the back of the building.
It's a joke.
Oh, she thinks you're dead serious and just leaves, going to talk to her boss.
He gives he shakes his head. He's like, I need to work on my delivery. And he'll walk up to the door and let them in.
Fuck.
You open the door, and Chenik, you turn around to see a guard at the end of the hallway with the concerned girl behind him looking over. As she sat up, Chenik, you said they were gonna kill me. Why'd you let them in?
I winked at you. You're supposed to get the joke. It's a joke. They're my friends. He opens the door. See, they're fine. There's a snake man at the stair. Oh, they're almost fine.
There's a 6-foot tall snake with the blood all over his face sitting at the stairwell.
I want to roll for intimidation.
Yeah, all of you. Anthony, Mac, roll for intimidation.
Oh,
Please
this
give
is
me
not.
You are the two
this
that
is
can be seen.
not going to end well.
Okay, wasn't high. 11.
I got a 20.
So, since she can see you covered in blood, Mac, she just immediately goes pale white and passes out.
Oh, jeez.
She just seeing this massive Naga covered in blood, hearing Chenik say they are going to kill her. Freaks, it just passes out. She falls over. The guard turns around, very concerned about her, goes to try to help her up.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Can he
As
do that?
as the guard looks back to you, Chenik, just a bit frustrated, like, why are you bringing such murderers here?
I didn't choose my traveling companions. They were chosen for me.
To be fair, this is slave blood.
Why are you covered in blood? You weren't like that 2 hours ago. What
Let's
happened?
just say he did a favor.
The guild head coming out just looks down, pokes his head out the door. Chenik, my assistant just screamed and passed out. What is going on over there?
I made a slight joke, and then it's apparently not that much of a joke. He looks at his blood-covered companions.
Dr. Leaf, at this moment, I know you are lying in bed. You hear quite the commotion from outside.
Sorry, was not paying attention whatsoever. Okay, I'm coming.
You hear quite the commotion as
Uh, is this a good spot? Wait, where is
like
it?
right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You open the door and see a passed out servant or assistant with the head guildmaster looking down the doorway, and you can see Chenik and a very bloody Naga outside the door with your compatriots all a little confused.
I'm not going to ask what happened. For one, I don't want to know.
I beat a slave into submission.
Okay. Yep, definitely did not want to know. Okay, we have things to do. Yeah.
The guildman just kind of looks over to Mac.
What is he, the fearless leader?
Please, just head out to the well. Wash yourself there before you enter. I do not want blood all over my carpets.
Fine.
As
And then I guess I'll just slowly make my way over to the well.
the guard you pass by leads you over to the well, as he shows you to it, and then heads back, letting you wash yourself. As Chenik, the door is open for now everyone else to finally enter into the main area, where the guard takes the assistant, carrying her past you, Dr. Leaf, and sets you down into a bed.
Okay then.
And everyone else, you are free to enter the building. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. As you walk in, you are pulling the old man wrapped in chain along with you. As the guildman beckons you all, please take a seat around the table. Grab yourself a little bit of refreshments and some of the crackers. I assure you all look quite busy and a little parched from today's excursions around town. I can tell as he sees you carrying you still have the old man chained up with him, with you, Mason.
Chenik just narrows his eyes again and shakes his head.
I'm so glad Kinnick wasn't at the market with us.
Yeah, so am I.
It
I'm
would
very-
have been a bloodbath.
Okay. I'm just gonna glare.
Well, all of you, please take a seat, the guildsman says. I have important business to discuss with you all. I already talked to some of your compatriots about it, but... or you can lean against the wall. I see you do not wish to sit, young lady, as he obviously points to Catherine.
Catherine will pull out her bloodskin and take a swig.
All right. That is fine. We will convene here. And Mac, at this point, you are fully washed off and are now good to head inside.
Alright, before I go back inside, I'm gonna see if I could use the blood that I've basically just washed into the well and use it to see if I can find any visions from my demon prince.
Well, I need you to roll an insight check.
Alright. Here. Oh, sick. 19.
Nice. So as you wash yourself off with cleaning yourself with the waters from the well, the blood pouring off, a voice whispers to you as you do, and you get a vision in your mind, something telling you, head north, the golden blood, it must be acquired. There is
Very well.
much wealth in the north, much desire, much power to be gained. You must lead north.
As you command. And then,
And then
after
you-
hearing this, I'll make my way back into the building to let everyone know everything I just heard.
Yes, as you enter into the building, the young slave boy looks at you. Oh, are you hearing voices, sir?
Perhaps.
Oh, what do these tell you?
We travel north, we shall find riches befitting royalty.
Ooh, I've always wanted to be wealthy.
Oh my god.
And help you attain that.
Imagine if you're talking to a schizophrenic person. Yo, are you hearing voices? And they go, perhaps.
Maybe they just think he's schizophrenic. I don't know. I don't know. The boy, though, looking to you, Mac. Is there anything you wish to call me, though, before we do anything, or do you wish me to acquire a name for you?
I shall let you choose your own name.
Very well. I shall call myself Hanash after you, oh great snake.
That is a wonderful name.
And Hanash is snake in Arabic. So he's literally naming himself Snake after you.
Nice.
Aw, cute. Time for him
And
to
then
die.
I'll leave you to your meeting. I'll head out to the smaller quarters and rest, shall I?
Very well, do as you wish.
As he heads off down to the resting area, allowing you to slither your way inside.
Alright. I'm gonna go into the meeting room and see whatever they're up to.
Getting inside, you see everyone is kind of chilling, all except for Dr. Leaf standing in the doorway and Catherine leaning against a wall. Everyone else is seated around the table on large cushions. They look very soft and inviting.
Danik would pat the seat next to him, to Dr. Leaf.
I'm gonna just sit next to him, I suppose.
He takes Jennings' invite instead.
He looks over at Hassan, like shakes his head, like in a bewildered way, like, "What? How did you take that from that meeting?"
You were petting the seat, so you know.
True.
The guildman, though, happy to see all the adventurers are in the room and seeing the old man still chained up. Would you like us to put that slave outside in a more secure area? I can have my guard here take care of him so he's not bothering you.
I'm glaring.
You sat next to him.
I'm glaring at him. I can sit next to him and glare.
But yes, Clip Clop, what would you like the guildman to do with your slave? Do you wish to keep him here, or do you wish him to be escorted to a more secure room?
I want to keep him right next to me, and I also want to pull out the scroll that I got from the Temple of Tyr and read it.
You pull out the scroll, and there's a small stamp on it. Opening it up, you find initially it is blank.
Did my card decline? Did I not pay the subscription?
The guildman looks over. Ah, I see you purchased one of the many shrine scrolls from the temple. They have good knowledge, but their methods are a little restrictive. You see how the scrolls work is, once you made your payment, the words will magically appear on it for a short duration, and then they will vanish once more.
I made my payment.
Well, have you activated the scroll yet? You need to hold it up to a candlelight so you can actually read what is said. As he hands you a candle, or passes a candle down the table. So he passes it to Dr. Leaf, asking, Dr. Leaf, please pass the candle over to Clip Clop.
Fine. Dung, take this. Dung's taking the candle to him.
Dung takes the candle over to Clip Clop, allowing you to use the candle to illuminate the scroll a bit.
Wait, a beetle can carry a candle?
Yes, Dung is very. He can roll dung, for goodness sake. Dung
It's
knows
like
a
he
lot.
can walk and have two legs kind of hold it on top of him, essentially. It's a decent sized beetle.
Yes.
That's an impressive beetle, okay.
Not impressive as my mushroom that I used to have.
Mushroom's dead.
Not impressed with my crow.
That was dead.
That is confirmed, Ted.
According to Google, a dung beagle can carry up to 9 to 55 pounds.
I told you guys.
It can carry a candle. But yes, the candle.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're pretty strong.
They
But
carried-
the candle illuminates the scroll, and on it you can see some foreign-looking words in. And they begin to come a bit more clear as you look at them. Inside the scroll is a line of text stating, to ward off beasts of the desert, you must either use fire or a large explosion of some kind is a good way to deter them.
What useless fucking information.
Underneath it, you can also see a recipe for making a small fire explosive.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my ink quill and paper and write it down.
All right, you quickly jot it down, as the guildman just lets you write for a moment, and then turning more back towards the table. Now that you are all here, please, I have some business that I need some assistance with. There is a bit of jobs that have cropped up, and unfortunately there's not many adventurers left right now. I could use some assistance, and I will make sure you all get paid quite handsomely for it.
What's the work?
Well, I already told you and Dr. Leaf majority of the work, but to the rest of you, we have some odds and end tasks, of course, that need to be done, and a couple more important ones, if you wish. One of the most pressing ones is the need for adventurers to head up to the gold mine. Unfortunately, more northward, the gold shipments have slowed quite drastically, and it is probably going to affect this city's prosperity if we do not receive shipments soon. We have sent adventurers up there quite a bit, and even the Temple of Tyr sent quite a few up there, but they have not returned. Supposedly there was a large group coming from the north, from a foreign land, we heard, but all we know is they went off to check the gold mine and then head north to meet with these people entering our lands. And they have not returned since. The other task we have is there to the south is supposedly a special food that can feed a nation, we've heard. This rumor comes from an old legend, but there is a bounty out from a quite wealthy man who will pay top dollar to whoever can bring him such a item. As far as we know, we've heard rumors in the south that there is a old monument down there with where this food might be located. If you can do that, there is quite the wealthy amount of gold you can get. Other tasks we do have some escorts that need to be done for some merchants. We also have some bounties that need to be collected, as there are quite a few desert bandits in the area that, dead or alive, we would like removed. Preferably dead, if I am honest, but make sure you do burn the carcasses.
Oh, good. We're going to have that one because everybody here seems to want to murder everybody.
We must go north.
We must go south.
I disagree. I think we should do this lead on the food.
I agree with you.
You do not understand what lies beyond us within the north.
Perhaps we should take a vote.
Yes.
Visions.
Well, if you do wish to vote, please, all those who would like to head north, please just raise your hand and I will take a count as he asks all of you to make your voice heard and give an explanation why you think we should head north, or y'all should head north.
Which one's which? Sorry.
North is to the gold mines. South
Okay.
is to the supposed food supply.
I demand that we go north. Up the north, I have received visions. I received visions from the well stating that if we head to this place, then we shall find not only many riches, but something even more valuable.
Visions from who?
You do not wish to know.
So you expect us to blindly follow you with no knowledge?
I blindly followed you. I simply expect that you trust me and do the same.
Catherine will start to laugh at that and, well, what do you think is waiting down south? It's as all but false hope anyway. You're hedging your bets on a false narrative.
And you don't care about the population.
Oh, I do.
It's only for the blood supply.
But I do still care.
The blood supply.
People are nothing but cattle. Herd them.
See that you're just confirming.
So,
Are we
in
voting?
that count,
Yes.
Hassan.
Is there anyone else who wishes to
Catherine will
make a point?
will further add in. I don't think our valuable time is worth any of these. These are all errands, low maintenance tasks.
Then what do you suggest?
We find something much more suitable for our talents.
Is it the coven? Do you want to go to the coven?
The guildman hearing that, the coven, why do you wish to deal with those vagrants? They do have their use for acquiring certain items, but I do not recommend dealing with them. They are quite treacherous. But they do... I do know they operate to the south in the capital.
Upon hearing that, Catherine will look at the old man chained and just stare at him. But we'll say nothing else.
The old man just kind of chuckles hearing that. He laughs. I vote we head north!
Here we go south, just like the old man.
Let us go north.
So is it only Dr. Leaf and I?
Anthony, is there any opinion you might have? Anything you wish to bring up heading north or south for the gold or the food?
As a chef, my guy prefers to go south for the food, but he can't give up He's very high paced. He also likes to fight, so he can't choose. He's
indecisive.
he's very indecisive right now.
I
Does
think you should
he want?
roll?
All right, so everyone, please, in the Roll20 chat, type north or south. I see Clip Clop, you have already written north.
Two north, one south, two south, two north.
Yeah, Catherine demurs and does not vote. That's what you call a D or absence, right?
1 to 10 will be a it will be north. 11 to 20 will be south.
All right, let's see it.
12 so south.
Tie-breaking vote. Anthony votes south as Metal refuses to vote.
I'm gonna pull out my knife, slam it in the table, and say, "Hey, you have no idea what you're doing right now. My visions have never been wrong, and anytime I stray away from them, horrible, horrible things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wish to take this path, then very well. But do not forget that straying from my visions will bring major harm to us."
The North will remain. Now get that knife out of our face.
You're ruining a perfectly good table.
The guildman just kind of looks a bit sad. Seeing you put a good ding in his table, it's like, that was imported.
Did you have all the right paperwork?
That wasn't just imported. That was imported by my grandfather. As he just kind of looks at you, Mac, a bit of sadness in his eyes, just like, why? Why have you done this to my nice mahogany table?
Catherine will.
I just blankly stare at him while I yank the knife out of the table and right back into my satchel.
Catherine will look at Hassan. You sure this is a grave importance to you?
Very much
life and death.
Quite possibly, yes.
Quite possibly, or yes?
My employer, he is a very destructive.
Suddenly, there is a loud knock at the door outside, and you can hear loud banging. Hearing it shouting of, "Let me in! I have important news for the guildmaster!"
We must continue this later. Someone get the door.
Catherine will just look at the door. Yeah, someone.
The doorkeeper is still unconscious.
Yeah, but he's banging. "Please let me in! I have important news for the guildmaster!"
All right, I'm coming. I open the door.
Have the words disappeared from my scroll yet?
No, they are still there. They will be there for an hour. You open the door, and in steps what looks to be a man from the temple.
Can we help
Please,
you?
I need to talk to the guildmaster. There is great importance.
Okay, well, whatever you have of most importance, you can talk with everybody here.
That's fine, but just please
All right, follow
let me
me.
get in there. Right, you both head in as he sees Senek, and Senek, you can tell this is the assistant you talked to.
He gives a kind of slow nod.
The temple assistant. It's good to see you here, Chenik. I'm glad you were able to find your way to the guild. I have some stuff for you later, but first I must talk to the guildmaster.
He is here.
Yes, I'm glad to see he is. I bring some dire news. We received one of our missionaries back from up north, trying to get the gold. He says there's a large group of peasants from the Northlands coming down and attacking random travelers and villages.
Well, fuck.
Jennick, we have to go north. They're killing your people and random villagers.
Catherine will kind of like snort and huff at that.
When you say peasants from the north, what do you mean?
I mean, it's peasants. It's several thousand peasants from northerly countries. A lot of them, the missionary was saying, seemed like they're peasants from Wallachia, peasants from the regions to the west, even peasants from the Constantinople area. Several thousand just kind of wandering around the deserts and just randomly attacking stuff in the name of just they're essentially saying they are here to bring light to the Holy Land.
Ah, I see. The church in the west has organized another crusade.
Well, I wouldn't even say this is a crusade from the sound of it. It's being led by a child. A monk as a young child apparently is just leading them randomly, and we're not concerned more so with them raiding towns, more them all dying in the middle of the desert. The guildmaster hearing that, a bit concerned. Oh God, we can't have these many people just die in the middle of the desert. You realize the amount of undead we would then have to deal with?
Cat was that?
Catherine will suddenly be very inspired and nearly chippy. This affront cannot stand. We must put them in their place.
Yeah, while I'm listening to this guy, I'm just like slowly turning my head back to the party, like with a blank stare, but you can tell there's like a sense of I told you so in there.
We hadn't even left Hassan. Don't bring this upon us.
We should crush this while we can.
The guildmaster, upon hearing this news, I do think you should head north. Here, I'll give you a map of some of the regions as he hands Atreus the map.
Nice.
I trust you to be very careful with this map, sir. It has some important info on it for the region, and if you're not careful, if it falls into the wrong hands, it would be quite the issue for bandits now. But you must go deal with this northern problem. I do not care how you get them out of our lands, but just make sure these stupid peasants do not die in the middle of the damn desert. We already deal with enough undead. We don't need an undead horde. What the fuck, Cliff Clop?
Oh no.
Anyway.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Catherine was doing a lot of stuff. I figured I'd add to it.
Oh jeez.
Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, you have received news that there is essentially a peasants' crusade coming from the north towards the gold mines. You can head north, or you can still head south to find the food.
Well, I guess we need to go save people now. Oh, crap. Both is saving people.
Indeed, they are.
Well, shit.
Catherine will chime in that the peasants becoming undead is a more pressing issue when it comes to and she sets a scenario where mass wave of undead wipe out cities should they not be checked.
Relief. You remember we saw what happens at Constantinople.
Yes. And just a quick aside for both Chenik and Leaf, you've seen like a couple thousand head to Constantinople and it be a problem of undead. From what this sounds like quite the larger group than what previously has been in the desert.
Are we talking tens of thousands or like hundreds of thousands?
Have to be 10.
The temple assistant just shrugs. I don't know the exact amount. I just know there's supposedly a vast number up north, and we just can't have them dying in the desert.
I suppose we should journey north.
Yes.
Chenik nods at Dr. Leaf, and Dr. Leaf supposedly nods in assent.
The guildmaster, upon hearing this, yes, you should all make haste there. Get some rest tonight. Make sure you rest up, and in the morning leave at first light. I will give you all some assistance in heading there at a good speed. Please, I will make ready some wagons. I know the best. He sees your reaction. Well, I know a very particularly good merchant who just arrived in the city. He has some really good wagons with him. He lost one recently, but he can definitely help you get north.
I suppose that will work.
Matter of fact, you know what? One of the merchants who actually arrived in the city with his wagon is here right now. Let me call him in.
I don't think we need to do that.
Marcus.
Hey, Marcus, would you please come down here? As Merchant Marcus comes in from a different side room. What do you want now, you stupid kid? Oh God, it is all you.
Wait, which one was Marcus?
The one where we escaped the sand sharks with.
He was the one. He was the arms dealer that Metal stole a pinky from.
Oh yeah.
No refunds guy.
Yep.
As he sees Catherine leaning against the door. She's like, "Hello, you little shit."
Catherine will tip her hood over to him. Farewell.
He looks into the room. Fine. Looks like you need transport to the north, eh? I was just about to bring some weapons up there to help some of the people, but I guess I can also provide some rides for you along the way.
That would be most kind.
Good. I'm glad I could provide some assistance. Now, but before we even go, though, are any of you interested in some new arms or armor, perhaps? As he very clearly blocks the doorway, trying to make a sales pitch to y'all.
I kind of want to smash my knee into his area because he's pissing me off for standing in front of the doorway. I'm really considering it.
Catherine will comment if it's the same wares you tried to sell before, consider it useless.
No, I assure you I have procured much better arms since I've been in the city. It's I just needed my my good wares down here. They were in storage, you see. But I can pull them out tomorrow for you if you want. They're in my nice large wagon. I can make sure you all be well armed.
I suggest you move out of our way and go prepare the wagon so we can get on our way.
We can shop later. For now, we must prepare.
I suppose that is best, but do not forget, a weapon for Marcus is always the best, eh? As he
No.
steps out of the building, leaving you guys to do your own thing.
Look it.
Chenik is really
Smash.
only interested if Marcus can provide splint mail at half the price of normal.
That is a good. You will have to
I
ask him
don't
that
need
in the
common
morning.
rarity weapons.
The assistant to the temple, though, upon hearing that y'all are going to rest up for the night before heading out, goes over to you, Chenik, and pulls out a small vial. I promised I would bring you some help earlier, and seeing that you're heading north to help our problem, here, please take this vial, as he hands it to you.
He'll take the vial. Does he know what it is?
The assistant tells you it is a potion of heroism. It will help you through these trying times in dealing with the desert. It should provide some protection to you, at least, for what dangers there are. The potion, and real quick, the potion of heroism is you drink it, and for 1 hour you get 10 temporary hit points and are under the effect of bless, so you do not need to concentrate for a spell.
Holy shit. Nice.
And how much is that?
It's a small dose. It's enough for one-time use.
How many does he have?
1.
Fuck.
I thought this was going to be a potion with the spell heroism, which is considerably less useful, but that is very useful. So
Is he giving it out to each person?
No, he's giving it to
It's
Chenik because
literally- oh
Chenik
my God.
came and asked him at the temple. This
Got
was
you.
his personal gift to him for trying to actually be faithful to Tyr's original message.
this gift is I'm sure it will prove very useful. Thank you for spending the time and effort to make it for me.
I'm sorry
You
I
have
could
my
not
thanks.
brew more. I did not have the time to do that with, as you know, obviously what is coming. But I must unfortunately stay in the city and make sure it is well defended. Its
Remember-
blessings must hold.
Remember that a city without its people are just buildings. Good luck.
Thank you. Anyway, as he steps out of the building as well, heading out. The guildmaster, though, turns to the rest of you. I recommend you all get some rest. In the smaller house, we have some bedrolls available if you wish to rest in there. Get some good sleep for the night, and in the morning, make ready. I will make sure Marcus has his wagon prepped, and you can depart for the north.
Very well. And then I'll just get up and slither on over to the smaller house.
Yeah. Dr. Leaf,
follow.
though, before you leave, can I talk to you very, very quickly, the guildmaster says.
Fine.
Mason, you also still have the old man with you.
Yes.
He's just kind of there, and he looks over at you. Smiles a big toothy grin. Oh, are you going to free me now? I could be of use, I promise.
Who's he talking to? Me?
Me.
He's talking to Mason. up
Okay.
top.
Not yet.
Ah, he looks a bit disappointed at that. Then why would you even buy a wizard? Just take me to bed. I simply wish to get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna unchain him yet because we're all going to sleep. So.
All right. Well, you're welcome to head over to the beds and get some rest then. You might want to tie him up somewhere though, just to make sure he doesn't try anything funky.
I trust him.
Mm, mm.
Uh,
All right.
Hey.
We all not
wait. I'm
custodial.
gonna have Dung, stand watch.
Dung's gonna watch the old man as you sleep tonight. Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mason, you head down to the bedroll room with the old man with you. I see Metal and Chenik have moved over to some of these side rooms. And Dr. Leaf, you are still with the guild man as he turns to you. I know you are very, very set on heading south for the food source. This is actually a personal quest, I'll just say. If you still wish to try to go, I can try to find some means of getting you south as soon as possible. As soon as this northerly mess is done, I will make sure you can go down there.
I greatly appreciate it.
Yes, the food source would be quite necessary as well. I'll be honest with you. One of the reasons we've had such problems with the mines recently is let's just say there's been quite the starvation happening there.
Okay.
And what little food we can send has been stolen and or destroyed. So they are.
So I feel that it's probably imperative to go north, take care of that problem, and then head south and try to find an endless food supply.
Yes. I don't know necessarily what this food supply looks like, but I do have rumors of it being magical in nature. So I will just warn you that what the old rumors have said is this magical food somehow can grow endlessly, even in some of the harshest deserts.
I will keep a lookout.
Very good. Now, I bid you good night, and please do not let the bedbugs bite around here, as they bite quite nastily.
Well, it's a good thing I have a beetle.
Catherine and Chinnick, you two are not over in the little sleep area I see. What are you two up to?
Jenik is moving towards the resting quarters, but he peeks in and sees Catherine. He gives her kind of a "what's going on" motion with his hands.
Catherine is staring at or looking at the wall, just pondering some thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kind of like deep in thoughts.
Okay. Well,
Jenik will assume he doesn't want to interrupt her train of thought, and he'll keep moving.
alrighty. Dr. Leaf, you're also good to head to the smaller house to get some rest on the bedrolls, as well as yourself, Catherine.
Sounds good.
The old man kind of curls up in a corner as Dung watches him for the night. Mac, as you go to lie down, though, in your bedroll, the young boy is there already.
Oh,
Hanash is there. You could tell he's already asleep.
I'll just cover him up with his blankets and then move to another area to sleep in.
Hmm.
I don't think these sleeping bags are big enough for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I am like
you
15
notice
feet
there's
long, so.
there's not really a bed big enough, but there is a large pile of old laundry and sheets in the corner of the room.
I'll just sleep there. I don't care how smelly it is. If anything, the stench makes it better.
Alrighty. Anyway, you all nice and tucked in for the night.
Catherine will enter, and lastly, seeing everybody else already laying down, she will change into a bat and fly up into a corner in a adjacent room and
Alrighty.
sleep.
So, you've all getting some sleep, and that's where we will end today's session, with you getting ready for tomorrow's journey to the north.
Well, shit.
Gold mine, gold mine, gold mine, gold mine, gold mine.
Yes, yes. There's indeed a gold mine to the north, and also quite the large
peasants.
angry group of peasants roaming around up north.
Eh, fuck the peasants. I need that money.
Oh my god, Mac.
I mean,
I
they're all
want
gonna
the old
die.
dude.
They're gonna all die anyway.
Yes,
I
but
want
it's more
the old
so
dude
making
to
sure,
run the
you
back
know,
of the
you
line.
kill them twice, because otherwise undead.
Or I could just take control of a giant again.
Oh, the giant is undead? Maybe. Maybe you could. We will see.
Yeah, that shit was still funny.
But, yeah, is there any questions or anything before we end the session, or anything anyone has real quick?
Purchasing items, should we do that sort of off screen and over between the sessions?
Marcus has quite the more provisions than just arms, I will let you know. You can get some stuff from him if you do need.
Okay.
So, did you want us to RP that and take the time out of the
Yes.
session? Okay.
You can, if let's say you need to order something specific, you can talk to a merchant and come back to it later.
Okay.
But you can order stuff in session pretty quick. I'll try to make it fast for y'all.
It's come to my attention that this is the end of the video. Well, if that is the case, go like and sub.